On July 22nd in the early morning hours, my team and me, we got on our Mooney and flew ourselves out to Oshkosh. I wanted to do something different. I actually wanted to interact, ask questions, and tell stories from there. So we said, let's go out and see if we could get, I think we planned on 7 interviews. And we ended up going there, and it was just awesome. Everyone was so willing to talk, and that was one of the things I loved about being there so much, is everyone wanted to share, whether it was CEOs, volunteers working the event, kids running around, everyone wanted to have a conversation about how much they love aviation and what they see happening. And it really gave us an amazing sense of what's going on out there. I mean, you talk about the trends that are happening, what's changing, what we can look forward to, what are the risks and fears of people in the industry. We kind of got it all, so it was a really great experience. So the biggest takeaways at Oshkosh, what I think was really kind of the standout topics that came out of it was autonomous, it's here. And whether it's the 5 different companies that came out with autopilots, or whether it's drones that are coming, or Airbus investing into putting out the Vahana. We're in that age of automation. We're in a place now where the skill level required to achieve these kind of results or to live in this lifestyle are getting easier and easier. We're at a turning point. It's really going to change a lot of things, and I think a lot of that creates fear for people. It's like, well, what does that mean for my job, or what does that mean for traditional pilots, right? All these GA pilots are wondering, like, you know, what do I do? Am I going to be completely useless at some point, or will I be pushed out of the airspace? Overall, I think it's really positive. I think what it's done is it's allowed people to have the HondaJet experience, right? Being in the HondaJet and seeing the level of automation, the cruise control features, the fact that you advance the throttles and the strobe lights turn on and the landing lights turn on. I think what it means is that more people can have access to this utility that used to be something that you needed years and years and years and years of experience to build up to. Now you just need a bunch of money. But either way, it means you can buy your way into this lifestyle, and even at a low level. I mean, I kid around about how much it costs, but autopilot's coming out at $5,000 where you could get a 2-axis autopilot in a small plane. The other thing I saw come out of it was space tourism is here. I mean, just we're so close to it. And even aviation technology, it's just, we're right on that fringe of breaking into space. So I think in the next 10 years, space travel is going to be a real thing, and space tourism is going to be a real thing. Beyond that, innovation is alive and well, which really surprised me actually. The amount of companies that talked about the fact that the FAA has really changed their methodology, changed the way that they operate, is becoming partners and collaborators in innovation and pushing for safer, faster development and new technologies is awesome. I mean, it's something that people were stifled for a long time and really frustrated, and hear all these manufacturers saying, no, the FAA is really helping. Leaps and bounds of growth in the new models that are coming out, the new technologies, whether it's engines, avionics, even manufacturing process for airframes and wings and things of that nature. So we're accelerating into the future the same way that computers have accelerated to the point where every year something new is coming out, or every 6 months, and it's almost impossible to keep up with your smartphones. One of the things that gave me the most hope was seeing the age of the participants there, and the crowd in general was a lot more young people. We were seeing a lot of people under 40. In fact, a lot of the people that have worked there and people that have gone for 20 years straight said something's different this year, that they are seeing a shift, and a lot of the youth efforts are working, whether it's young eagles or people just seeing opportunity again to become pilots. For a long time, again, we had this conversation around the pilot shortage. We're seeing a trend in the opposite direction. There are more pilots coming in. Opportunities are there. People are moving faster through these training programs. And I just actually read an article, someone had shared on LinkedIn, that said, it showed an article from 1989 where the industry spoke about the pilot shortage, and it was as if it was written today. It's the same pattern, so if history will repeat itself, it sounds like we're on the upswing and things are only going to get better around the age of pilots and the amount of young people who are participating. One of the things the industry has clearly done well is spread the message that there are still lots of opportunities in this industry. There still is an opportunity for people to become pilots. Somehow we're getting the word out, and a lot of kids are funneling in, which is a really great thing to see. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel. If you want to learn more, check out all the links in our description, and we have more videos coming out soon. Stay tuned.